Wir kommen zum Weltranglisten 72. dem UK Open Finalisten aus dem Jahre 2005, der in seiner langen Karriere 8 Pro-Tour-Siege einfahren konnte. Die Rede ist von Walshy, Mark Walsh. Mark Walsh tritt gegen den erfolgreichsten Spieler aus dem deutschsprachigen Raum ein in der Geschichte dieser Sportart. Hat ein Wahnsinnsjahr 2016 gespielt, hat unter anderem ein European Tour Event gewinnen können. Er stand zudem im Finale der European Darts Championship. Das alles hat ihn in die Top 10 gebracht. Er ist die aktuelle Nummer 10 der Welt aus Wien. The Gentle Mensur Suljovic.
Well, we've just seen the number 1 seed, Michael van Gerwen, move safely through to the last 16 of the German Darts Open here in Saarbrücken. Number 2 seed, Peter Wright is coming up after this one. And the number 3 seed, Mark Walsh, Special Brew, hoping to play the role of spoiler. And Mike Lawrence joins me to see if he can.
Yes, Walshy getting through against Jimi Hendrix 6-5 yesterday. Hit 4 180s, a 136 checkout, 212 darters, and wrapped the game up with a 121 checkout. Good to see Walshy back in action. And Mensur Suljovic, a regular on the European Tour stage, and hence that number 3 seeding here this weekend. But Michael van Gerwen surviving that early scare against Ronnie Huybrechts then. And the crowd will just come down after that one, because not expecting it to be played at quite the pace of some of the games we've seen this evening. I think it's fair to say. The Gentle.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Mensur to throw first. Game on!
And it's the man who now resides in Vienna, Austria, born in Serbia. Gets us underway here.
Yeah, number 3 seed here, Mensur Suljovic, did finish second on the European Tour Order of Merit last year, and of course finished second in the European Championship itself, which is effectively the European Tour Finals now, with the system of qualification, meaning that only these European Tour events count towards qualifying for the European Championship. That came in last year. And the top 4 seeds made the semi-finals, and the top 2 seeds made the final, and the number 1 seed, Michael van Gerwen, won it.
95.
So that all worked out well then.
Vindicated the system, in a way. Suljovic, of course, finished that high on the Order of Merit because he won his first PDC title, the International Darts Open, and a week later he got to the final again, lost 6-5 to Michael van Gerwen, having beaten Kim Huybrechts by the same scoreline 7 days before.
Yes, a good little run in the last couple of years from Mensur Suljovic. Has really put him among the game's elite.
Ranked number 10 now on the main Order of Merit. Has been slightly higher, got as high as 8, I think, Suljovic.
And Mark Walsh looking to regain some of his former glories, but let's see if Mensur can get us underway here with a 77 checkout, wanting double shot
on the first leg,
and no messing.
Second leg marked to
Mensur.
first.
That's been a big part of his rise. Mensur Suljovic is doubling is absolutely fantastic when it's all going well. It didn't go too well for him last week in Jena. He beat Jamie Lewis 6-5 in a game he could have easily lost, and then did go on to lose to Kyle Anderson 6-2 in the next round.
But Mark Walsh, who reached the UK Open final in 2005 and then enjoyed a number of wins on the floor tournaments 8 or 9 years ago, but then slid out of the game's elite and had to go back to Q School at the start of 2016 and won his tour card straight back by topping the order of merit, and then picked up a Players' Championship win, the quarter-final place I should say, in Barnsley, his first quarter-final berth in over 2 years.
Walsh's fiercest spell was that 2009-2010 period, wasn't it? He won all of his 6 PDC ranking titles in that couple of years. Also a former Grand Slam semi-finalist. But he suffered from the, I'm sure you and Dan talked about yesterday, from the dreaded dartitis.
85. Mark, you require 141.
Yes, we did mention that, and of course Mensah himself has battled back from that same condition. So Mark just looking to set it up here.
101.
And does it
you require 94.
Very nicely indeed. You'll have to just hope that Mensah doesn't take out this 94 to double his lead and break the throw here. He loves that double 14, and that's why.
Mensah Suljovic. Third leg, Mensah.
Typical Suljovic so far.
Game on.
77 followed by 94. Not many players find a way to leave double 14 from a 94 finish, but Mensah Suljovic does.
He loves it, doesn't he?
45.
And the number 14 seed Stephen Bunting awaiting the winner of this one. Bunting comfortably dispatching the German qualifier Bernhard Roy right at the start of this afternoon's action here in Saarbrücken.
The 4 seeded players exited this afternoon. The first 4 that have played tonight have made it safely through, and Suljovic is looking for the first match. We'll have to wait a little longer for that, but yeah, Steve West, Kim Hybrex, Michael Smith and Alan Norris all knocked out in the second round, their first match and only match here in Saarbrücken.
140.
Well, Walshy fills it up and takes the darts on the Mensah throw by hitting his first maximum, but back comes Mensah. Just having a look.
140. Mark, you require 81.
Giving himself the chance. Now he might have cost himself that chance. 78 left. Misses another big number. And Suljovic,
21.
so far his finishes have been slowly getting greater. 77, 94. What price? 117, Mike Lawrence.
97 left. Was looking for the treble 19 to leave treble top. So
60.
Mark Walsh does get a chance for this break of throw, with Mensah fluffing his lines. Tops for Walshy. That was a bit wayward, that one.
Game shot.
But that one was spot on.
Mark Walsh, fourth leg mark to throw first. Game on.
Well, it is a break of throw. Walshy back in it. If this goes 6-5, could take some time, Mike.
Yes. Peter Wright and Krzysztof Witalski of Poland waiting in the wings. And yes, they might have a bit more time on the practice board should this one go all the way.
95.
But plenty of Peter Wright wigs in the crowd here in Saarbrücken this weekend.
Well, he'll have taken up the mantle as fans' favourite now, having seen their two home nation hopefuls depart. Peter Wright kind of stepped in as an honorary German once the home nation hopes have been ended. And he works the crowd, Peter Wright. Nothing wrong with the quality of darts here. Nothing wrong with that at all.
180.
Walsh is second of the match.
Mark to require 81.
Back-to-back 1080s then. Double 13.
55.
Oh, well.
Mensah require 126.
Suljovic followed Walsh's second max with his first. To give himself the chance at this 126, he needs to find a treble to keep that chance alive, and can't do that. So Walshy will be back, and he went straight for it.
26.
Will he be tempted to split?
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Not tempted and not troubled.
Fifth leg, Mensah to throw first. Game on.
And yes, good work by Walsh with Mensah poised on his favourite double 14 there.
60.
Just see how unorthodox Mensah Suljovic's style is there in all its glory. The back leg coming up, throwing himself at the dartboard with the last dart. Much more conventional from Walshy.
55.
Somehow brilliantly effective for Mensah Suljovic. Works for him. Watch the back leg. You wouldn't want to stand too close to him.
Yeah, it's a good job there is that exclusion zone there now.
And there is how effective it is.
Yeah. Yes, the back lift. There's a ton 40. Ton 80 followed by ton 40 in this leg from Suljovic.
Mensah require 121.
Well, he's got plenty of time, but he does appear to be looking at treble 17.
89.
Then opts not to go for the bullseye. Walshy way back.
Mensah require 32.
So double 16. Double 8, the bed next door.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
3-2.
Suljovic, 6 leg.
Suljovic leads. Good solid leg that.
Game on.
And the averages from both players are pretty impressive, has to be said.
Yeah, September last year, we mentioned before, the 2 European Tour finals, one of which he won in the space of 8 days. And Mensah Suljovic then reached another PDC final, his first floor final later on that month. And he won through to the final of the European Championship. That for his biggest payday, £40,000, eclipsing the 25 grand he picked up for winning the International Darts Open. And he went into the World Championship as, well, one of the outside punts for many people's money, but he lost out. Disappointment. He lost out to Mark Webster in second round.
100.
But there you can see averaging just under a smidgen under 105, Mensur. And Walsh
36.
Just under 96, well 95, 96 for Walshy. None too shabby either at this stage.
140.
And a great shot of the ton 40 there.
And Walsh go one better. Well, he's answered that. Suljovic has only missed one dart double so far.
122. Benson, you require 121.
Walsh not on an out shot. You wouldn't think he'd be throwing for the ball. Do what he did last time. Treble 17, big 18.
89.
So to restore the two-leg cushion that he enjoyed right at the start of this game, Suljovic will be coming back for double 16.
94. Benson, you require 32.
Double 8. Can he use that as a guide? Yes, he can.
Game shot on the 6th leg. Mensur Suljovic. 7th leg, Mensur
And that's also a break of throw, of course. Mensur just, not sure it's wax or chalk he applies to his fingers there for the grip, Mensur.
Yeah, has a bit of chalk, I think it is. But you can see, as you often can with Suljovic, how important he felt that that leg was.
140.
Give it the old air headbutt and muttered a few things to himself. Brought back into that position, as you said, Mike. Bit of daylight again in his playing. Well, if he keeps this
80.
up, better than anyone else has played so far in the tournament.
Yep, certainly. I think we had just the one ton plus average yesterday.
I don't even think we got that high yesterday.
Exactly, no.
Mervyn King around,
I think, yeah,
98, 99, but Ian White, that's right, this afternoon. Might seem like yesterday, Mike.
Yeah, that's it. It's been a long day, but yeah, that was it. It was Ian White second up this afternoon with that 103.1 in his victory over the South African Warwick Sheffer, who came through the UK qualifiers.
And then, of course, we've just seen Michael van Gerwen and Roddy Hybrex top the ton mark in the average. Although Michael van Gerwen didn't think he played very well.
45.
A few players who wouldn't mind being that bad.
Yes, it was Darren Webster who topped the averages yesterday after the opening day with 98.1.
100.
But it didn't do him any good today, did it? Simon Whitlock knocking out the Demolition Man. After this, Peter Wright, Yella Clarkson and Dave Chisnell.
84.
The remaining seeded players in action. Clarkson who reached the final of the German Darts Masters. On Easter Monday, Suljovic now, these kind of finishers. And what he's become famous for.
56.
Well, that was... Well, you can say what he thought of it. And Walshy looking to land a killer blow.
Well, that won't happen now. 72 left, so
128.
a great way to set it up. Should Mensah make a mess of this double 10, but the way he's been hitting his doubles in this match, you wouldn't have thought he would. And there you go, first start.
Suljovic, 8th leg mark, throw first. Game on.
And a lot of work for Walshy to do now. He needs to win the next 4 legs before Mensah wins one, which would give him the victory. And that 3rd round place against Stephen Bunting, which wouldn't take place until the last match of the 3rd round. Tomorrow afternoon, the 3rd round matches all take place.
Well, Suljovic does this sometimes, 2 in the treble 20 and then goes for the bullseye. The 9-dart leg is still possible
55
in this route. Would have been a bold and brilliant attempt.
60.
Certainly would have been. Kicking off with a 170. It's looking like it's slipping away from Mark Walsh. Happy to be back on the European Tour stage with a victory yesterday, but that looks like it is all it will be. A special brew.
100.
Suljovic had a bit of a slow start to the year, but he's reached 4 quarter-finals in the last few weeks. As mentioned, a bit of a setback last weekend, but he started off in very fine form indeed here.
60.
So he's down to 111, the dreaded Nelson in cricket terms.
81. Mensah, you require 111.
That last start was a wide, wasn't it, from Walshy?
And you saw the grimace on his face as to what he thought about it. So this then for the match, 16 from Suljovic.
Mark, you require 139.
But he's that good at doubles, he's in disbelief when he doesn't hit one.
Mensah, you require 32.
So then, double 16 for the number 3 seed for a place in round 3. Shuffles along the oche. Well, he's going to have to really squeeze that in there, and he does so. No messing. A really solid performance for Mensah Suljovic. Will take on Stephen Bunting late tomorrow afternoon. And that ends Mark Walsh's European Tour ambitions for this weekend. Next up, he'll get the crowd jumping. Peter Snakebite Wright up against the Pole, Krzysztof Witowski.
Achtelfinale, bezwingt Walshy, Mark Walsh. So, dann hören wir mal, ob Mensah zufrieden ist mit dem, was er hier gespielt hat. Der Average ist gar nicht so schlecht, um die 100. Mensah, gratuliere dir. Ich sag gerade, Average, du sahst ein bisschen unzufrieden aus. Der Average ist gar nicht so schlecht, so um die 100.
Ich bin in guter Form im Moment, aber ich nutze die Doppel nicht aus. Das darf nicht passieren. Gegen gute Spieler leider bis gleich hinten, und das darf nicht passieren.
Stephen Bunting ist morgen dein Achtelfinalgegner. Hast gegen ihn 3-mal gespielt, 3-mal gewonnen. Gutes Omen?
Das heißt wirklich gar nichts. Ich bin froh, dass ich heute gewonnen habe, weil der Mark Walsh ist ein wirklich super Spieler. Er hat gestern 95 Average gespielt. Ist Top-Spieler. Was morgen passiert, weiß man nicht. Andere Tag, anderes Spiel. Ich gebe mein Bestes.
Wenn man in den Top 10 drin ist das einfach nur schön, dass man da ist und man genießt es? Oder ist es irgendwie auch so ein bisschen Druck, weil man Sorge hat, man rutscht auch schnell wieder raus?
leider dieser riesengroße Druck. Wir rutschen sofort raus, wenn wir nicht in Topform sind. Ich habe 2 Monate nicht gespielt, ich komme wieder, aber das ist keine Ausrede. Man muss immer Top-Leistung bringen.
Wir freuen uns, dass du morgen wieder da bist. Mensur Suljovic, the Gentle. Er spielt morgen.